when we were shooting at the hanging tree scene, like we were supposed to get that scene done in a day, but we went long and like we weren't able to get all the shots. So when we tried to go back the following weekend to shoot it, like the weather just wasn't cooperating. It was totally overcast like the whole day. There was literally only maybe like 15 minutes of sunlight, while when we were waiting there the whole time, and it just wasn't going to match up. Like none of the shots would match, and it was not usable. So we had to sort of like call it and say like, we're not going to be able to shoot today. But when we made the decision, it was not clear that we could come back a third time and shoot it again or not. And it was just like, what can you do when you're up against the weather? It's not something you can control. And so it's just like, and it was, was a critical scene. So it's not like you could just stop and not do without it. You just had to sort of have to press on. I mean, another thing like that happened when we were down in Toronto Pinnacles. Like, we needed to shoot a third day down there on Sunday, and so some of the crew had to return already. But like, most of us were able to stay, and we were shooting, and we were doing, we were making pretty good progress. We were getting all the shots in. We were pretty quick and efficient, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this. This is gonna be awesome. Like, we're gonna get done, and we're gonna get all our shots. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the storm front moves in, like all the clouds start blocking the sun, and it looks like it's gonna rain. Like in the distance, we can see some rain going on, and we're still missing, like 3 or 4 shots. And it was like, what are we gonna do? Because if we leave, then we just won't have what we need. And then also if we leave and then the weather switches back and it's good again, then I'd be kicking myself forever because like I just didn't like tough it out. So what we end up doing was just packing up the equipment so that it wouldn't get wet if it did rain. But we were just like sat in our cars it was a good 45 minutes to an hour, and luckily the clouds passed through and it didn't rain, and it returned to the sunshine that we had previously. We were able to finish shooting. But I mean, that was this really scary moment because it was like, even though we were so close to finishing all of our shots, if the weather didn't cooperate, that might have wrecked all of the, that part of the film where we needed those shots.
At the same time, you didn't give up, and then it was also somewhat luck, right? Because you stayed with it, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing that says that it would have gone our way. It's like you have to do the thing that at least aligns you with the potential outcome that you want, right? Because if we had given up and gone home and the weather like flipped again, then if we had just given up and like left and not even given it the chance, and then the weather did change, then we would have thrown away our chance, and we wouldn't have any way to get it. But at least by staying there, you keep that door open to that possibility. I mean, it's still possible that the weather wouldn't have cooperated with us, but if there's a chance that it will, then you have to do the actions that align you with that, with that possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And it was tough because it was like we had worked so hard, and it's like, and then it could have all gone away in an instant, and it's like sometimes you want to like just throw up your hands and be like, I give up, but you can't. You just have to keep going.
I'm assuming if it hadn't worked out that way, then you guys would have figured out something else potentially. It just wouldn't have been what you thought it was going to be. But I guess you didn't have to worry about that because it worked out anyways. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was luck, though. I mean,
but sometimes it is luck because you just have to be at the right place at the right time. But you have to put yourself in the right place.
You have to be persistent enough for luck to be on your side at some point.
Okay.
Because at some point, luck will turn your way.